Hello, loves. I've been asked to share my worst Karen story, and this is the first one ever. Now, this is a repeat, so some of you OGs have already heard it before. And a little backup to this story, this is when I had first started. So you're talking about 10 years ago, and I maybe had 1 year experience under my belt and didn't know how to handle customers and whatnot. Most of my cakes that you see are generally taller. They're about 3 layers each, and I go according to serving size. I make the cake according to the size that you want. So this person had reached out to me. She had twins, a boy and a girl. It was their first birthday. She wanted a Mickey Mouse cake where the bottom of the cake is just plain cake, and then the top has like a little top hat of Mickey Mouse with the ears. So one girl, one boy, one blue, and I think one pink. She wanted it to feed 40 people, but she wanted the cake to be a 10-inch base. Now, with the cake being a 10-inch base, if I was to make it 3 layers tall, plus the hat was cake as well, it would have fed at least 35 people each, making it 70 in total. So I would have to charge her for 70. So I should have, and this is where I learned from this experience, because remember, I was just a year into caking. I should have told her my cakes are 3 layers each, so you might want to downsize on that if you only want it to feed 40 people, but I didn't. I went ahead and I made it 10 inches, but I made it only 2 layers each, with the top hat being cake. So each one already feeds 25 people. So it actually feeds total 50, and I didn't charge her extra for that 10, which I know you're thinking it's just 10 extra people, but in the cake world, it is extra. By the way, this story has nothing to do with this cake. Obviously, this isn't a Mickey Mouse cake. Anyways, so I sent her a picture of the cakes, and she called me back like complaining and crying and upset. And she was yelling at me on the phone and telling me how ugly the cakes were. Mind you, they were adorable. They were just shorter in height. That's it. She kept telling me, I can't believe you would ruin my day. I can't believe you would pick my day. All the other cakes I've seen you do on Instagram were beautiful, but you choose my day to ruin it. Why would you do that? She's like, I went with you because you do amazing work. And she's like, and they're so short. I was like, they're only a layer short, and I just went according to your serving size because you wanted the bigger base. I was like, if I added another layer, it was going to feed a lot extra for both cakes. And then she's like, well, you should have told me that. I don't care. I would have paid the balance or whatever it was. Again, before I get attacked, yes, that was my fault. Let me repeat that. That was my fault. I should have told her. But the cakes still looked cute. They were just shorter in height. That was the only problem. Anyways, she kept calling me and calling me and calling me. And I'm like, I don't know why she keeps calling me, because literally she's telling me the same thing over and over again. I charged her literally only $40 for both cakes. Each one feeds like 25 people. And in the caking world, you guys know how cheap that is. I basically wasn't paid for any of my labor. Anyways, because she kept nagging me, I told her, if you call me one more time, I'm going to call the police. I told her, if you don't want the cakes, that's okay. And she's like, of course I want the cakes. What am I going to do? And I was like, I really can't give them to you. Her husband came and picked him up. He seemed super embarrassed, by the way. Now I'm actually really cautious about making sure people know what size they're getting. Lesson learned.